Yo, what's going on inside, dudes? Dean here. Welcome back to some more Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Thanks for joining me today. So in the background, we have a gameplay of me using the K-Bar 32 on the map Precinct, and so far the K-Bar 32 has been my favorite weapon in the beta. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a future episode, but in this particular video, what I want to talk about is something that they changed in this game compared to the last couple of Call of Duties, and I don't really understand it. Now, before we get into that, I must mention that this gameplay is very heavily edited, like I've already mentioned before. A lot of my gameplays that I've gotten so far during the beta have not been anything like super spectacular or anything amazing, so this is what we got. It's a pretty quick gameplay, and that's not because I do amazing, it's just because it's so heavily edited. But hopefully you enjoy that in the background, and if you haven't had the chance to play the Infinite Warfare beta, hopefully this shows you what it's all about and gives you some sort of opinion or feedback you can draw from that. Of course, though, you really should be drawing your feedback from your own experiences, but if you haven't gotten that yet, hopefully this helps. All right, so what I want to talk about today, and what we should really all be talking about, is dexterity, and why did they change this? So in the past couple of Call of Duties, and I remember after, I think it was Modern Warfare 3, after that game, they decided that they wanted to go the route of adding gun perks, or things that affect the guns, not to perks, but to make them attachments. So like in the past couple of Call of Duties, we've had stock, which actually used to be a perk. If you didn't know that, in Modern Warfare 3, it was Stalker. That was when it first got introduced. They turned that into stock. Quick draw handle was changed. That used to be a perk as well in Modern Warfare 3. It actually was called quick draw. So all of these things that affected the gun were moved to the actual weapon, so that you had to make different opinions on what you wanted to run with your class based on attachments instead of perks. And that was when they introduced the pick 10 system. It was sort of supposed to counterbalance that, so you wouldn't be loading up on perks, and that you would be loading up on either attachments or perks, or a combination. You could play a different style, and it just changed the customization. So in this game, we have Dexterity returning. Now, Dexterity is pretty much Sleight of Hand Pro. If you've ever played any other Call of Duty, you know that, or maybe not Sleight of Hand Pro, but Sleight of Hand, whatever. It's Sleight of Hand. It reloads the weapon faster, and I don't understand why they went that route. So all the other gun perks, or gun attachments rather, I keep saying gun perks, but all the other gun attachments are in your weapon. Like there's a quick draw handle, there's a foregrip, there is a stock attachment, there's long barrel. All these things which used to be perks are still attachments on the weapons. They're still in that regard. That's how they're implemented in this game, and I don't understand why we've gone away from that with Dexterity. It's like they've taken all of the things that could possibly be on the weapon, except for the speed reload attachment, or whatever you want to call it back in the day. I don't remember what it was called in Black Ops 3. I already forgot. Fast mags. That's what it was. They've removed fast mags and put it into a perk, and I don't understand that. So I want to know, does this bother you guys at all? I wouldn't say that it bothers me, but it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand why they've changed after so many years. I didn't play a lot of, I've mentioned this so many times, but I didn't play a lot of Advanced Warfare or Ghost, but from what I can remember, those or Sleight of Hand was not a perk. It wasn't implemented in that sort of way. It was an attachment from what I remember from those games. Now, of course, I could be wrong, and maybe this is just a Treyarch thing that they do, but from what I remember, all of the Call of Duties were sort of pushing that way and trying to change their style so that attachments were more important, or just affected the guns more rather than perks changing the gun. So I don't really understand that. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below. Does it bother you? I don't really think it bothers me. It just doesn't really make sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it, all the support you guys have been giving me. I've been doing pretty well on the Infinite Warfare videos that I posted so far, and you guys are to thank for that. So thank you very much, and that's about it, guys. I will see you in the comments below. Peace.